Can we all please rise for the presentation of colors? And please remain standing for the national anthem. And then this will be followed by an invocation by Lakewood Chaplain John Byrne. Thank you. Chaplain.
Please join me in this invocation. Dear God, we come before you thankful for your guidance, for your provision, for your protection. Lord, I thank you for the men and women who serve Lakewood. I thank you for the agents who go out on the streets and run towards trouble. Lord, I thank you for your words when you said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." Lord, I pray for continued wisdom beyond human capacity, for thoughtfulness in moments where we need you, and for continued protection. Thank you for the men and women who will be recognized today for how they have served Lakewood and been the extended arm of justice. I pray these things in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Byrne. It is my distinct honor to welcome all of you to our annual awards ceremony. While looking around this room, I'm reminded of the immense talent, the dedication, and the heart that define the Lakewood Police Department. Every single day, you show up for this city, whether it's responding to a call for help in the middle of the night, building bridges within our neighborhoods, or working quietly behind the scenes to keep our systems and our investigations moving forward. Your commitment to safety and the well-being of our community does not go unnoticed. The work you do is the foundation upon which the trust of our citizenry is built. Today we take a special moment to shine a spotlight to those who have gone above and beyond. We are here to honor individuals whose actions, ranging from acts of extraordinary courage to innovative projects that set national standards. have reached the level of excellence that inspires us all. While these awards signify specific acts of bravery and service, they are, in fact, a reflection of the character shared by everyone in this room. You are all part of a team that meets the challenge with courage and adversity with purpose. Thank you to the families and friends who are here with us. Your support is the foundation that allows these agents and civilian staff, our professional staff, to do their vital work. Let us celebrate one another, reflect on our mission, and take pride in what we have accomplished together this year. Welcome. And I want to add one thing, little side thing. I have two members of my command staff, division chief and a commander who I relied on heavily in my 3 years here. And I just want to make a special thank you to them for their efforts, for carrying me. But what I really want to point out is they've left behind a prestigious career, a productive career, one of high integrity that's beyond reproach, and then, of course, the level of high character, which will always be remembered here and modeled after. So to Division Chief Mike Maestas and Commander Creighton Bates, I just say thank you. Joe.
Good afternoon. The awards presented today will recognize professionalism along with a steadfast adherence to integrity, intelligence, and initiative, which are the cornerstones of this organization. Before we get started with these awards, I would like to recognize some of our distinguished guests in attendance today, including Colorado Bureau of Investigations Assistant Director Clint Thomason, Lakewood Chief of Sustainability and Community Development Travis Parker, and Lakewood Mayor Wendy Strom. Thank you all for joining us here today. And if anyone else was missed, please accept our apologies. On stage today are Chief Philip Smith, Division Chief Mike Maestas, Division Chief Mark Reeves, Business Specialist Pam Persh, Business Specialist Rhonda Romero, and Awards Review Committee Chair Commander Adrian Alderette. We would like to give a special thank you to Pam, Rhonda, and Commander Alderette for all of your hard work and dedication to making this awards ceremony what it is. Thank you. Those reading the summaries of events today will be myself, Division Chief Mark Reeves, Sergeant Justin Richards, Sergeant Justin Maines, Commander Sean Donovan, Commander John Alish, Sergeant Travis Lafitte, Sergeant Eric Ebling, Commander Connie Muller, Sergeant Mark DeReza, Sergeant Todd Falsing, Sergeant Chris Ho, and Detective Stu Roywall. On October 1st, 1962, the 87th Congress authorized the President to proclaim May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day and the calendar week in which it falls as Police Week. On that day and throughout the week, law enforcement officers killed or wounded in the line of duty are honored nationwide. It also honors the service of our profession's men and women who stand guard night and day to protect our communities. While our ceremony may not occur precisely during Police Week or on Peace Officers Memorial Day, this is still a time to recognize and honor the men and women of the Lakewood Police Department who serve and protect our community. Additionally, let us recognize the service of some of our former employees that Lakewood lost in the past year, including Agent Phil Spence, Detective Karen Vincent, Volunteer Coordinator Al Williams, Agent Jim Galad, Technician Dion Stanley, Sergeant Don Gerson, and Detective Danny Simpson. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor these heroic individuals. Thank you. I would now like to welcome Division Chief Mark Reeves to the podium.
Before I present our first award of the afternoon, I want to express my sincere appreciation to the Lakewood Police Department Awards Review Committee. Their dedication, professionalism, and compassion not only laid the foundation for this 2026 ceremony, but also led to the creation of the inaugural Service Tribute Memorial Award. This award is presented to the family of any employee who passes away while serving as a member of the police department, independent of a line-of-duty death. Detective Danny Simpson, who passed away last year after a courageous and hard-fought battle with leukemia, helped inspire this award. With that said, would victim advocate Liz Muir Simpson and her children, Holden and Cora, please join us on stage. Our police department, made up of more than 400 employees, is a family. When we lose one of our own, that loss is felt throughout the agency. This award ensures we honor those we have lost and reaffirms our promise that they will never be forgotten. Detective Danny Simpson joined the Lakewood Police Department on September 3rd, 2007. He began his career in the Patrol Division before accepting a special assignment with the Colorado Mills team in 2011. From the moment his assignment started, Danny earned the reputation as a hard charger and highly motivated. He relished challenges and excelled at solving crime and making arrests, often leveraging his exceptional skill with technology. Danny built strong relationships throughout the department and was known for his self-deprecating sense of humor. One story that perfectly captured his personality occurred one day while assisting with a vehicle pursuit. As the suspect vehicle rapidly approached, Danny prepared to deploy stop sticks. After fumbling with the trunk lid several times, open, closed, he grabbed the stop sticks and executed a perfect deployment, except for one detail. He forgot to hold onto the retrieval cord to pull the stop sticks from the roadway. With police cars quickly approaching, Danny scrambled to kick the stop sticks from the roadway in an unforgettable dance move that instantly became department legend and will forever be known as the Simpson Shuffle. In 2012, Danny was awarded the Medal for Distinguished Service for his bravery and self-sacrifice when confronting an armed suspect who pointed a rifle at him. Without hesitation, Danny tackled the suspect and disarmed him, preventing what could have been a tragic outcome. In 2016, Danny competed and earned a position as a detective on the major crimes team. Throughout numerous serious investigations, Danny excelled and often brought peace of mind to victims and families while delivering justice. His outstanding work was recognized just 1 year later when the First Judicial District Attorney's Office named him Detective of the Year. In 2019, he received the Chief's Commendation for his exceptional professionalism and dedication in the arrest and conviction of 2 murderers. In 2020, he earned yet another Chief's Commendation for solving a complex robbery-homicide case, tracking the suspects to Texas, and securing a successful prosecution. Danny's fellow detectives admired him deeply. They sought his mentorship, relied on his expertise in complex case investigation, and his remarkable ability to use technology to track suspects and solve crimes. His skills were unmatched, reflected in his top-tier evaluations and invitations to co-teach courses nationwide. He forged strong bonds with his team and was the ultimate team player, mentor, and friend. They have pledged to honor him always, to tell his stories, and to carry forward the noble mission he embodied. The Lakewood Police Department was a better place with Danny in its ranks. He represented the department with honor, courage, compassion, and integrity. His legacy will continue to live on in the work we do and the lives he touched. Liz, on behalf of the Lakewood Police Department, we present to you, Holden and Cora, the Service Tribute Memorial Award in recognition of Detective Danny Simpson's faithful and extraordinary service.
Thank you, Liz. The Lakewood Police Department recruits were among the best academically in 2025. Will Agents Andrew Harris, Henry Gaylord, James Hutzley, Andrew Klinger, Jackson Milosevic, and Joseph Kostava please come forward? In the 2025-1 Academy, Agent Harris was top among LPD recruits with a 90.75 average. Agent Gaylord came in next with an 89.33, and Agent Hutzley with an 89.08. In the 2025-2 Academy, Agent Klinger was top among LPD recruits with a 98.83 average. Agent Milosevic was next with 95.83, and Agent Kostava with 93.42. Congratulations to you all, and please accept these certificates for academic achievement. We will now be presenting the DUI Enforcer of the Year Award. Agent Marcus Mahanti, please come forward. Impaired driving remains one of the most significant and preventable threats to our community. Despite the wide availability of ride shares, taxis, and public transit, the choice to drive under the influence still occurs all too often, creating a landscape of avoidable danger on our streets. Today, we honor Agent Marcus Mahanti, an agent who has made it his mission to change that narrative. In 2025 alone, Agent Mahanti stood as a bastion against this threat, successfully taking 23 impaired drivers off the road. Every single one of those 23 arrests represents a potential tragedy averted, a collision that didn't happen, an injury that didn't occur, and a life that was protected. Your commitment to enforcing these laws goes far beyond numbers on a report. It is a tangible service to every citizen who drives through Lakewood. We are proud to honor your vigilance, your discipline, and your dedication to the safety of our community. Thank you for your commitment to keeping impaired drivers off our streets, and congratulations, Agent Mahanti, our top DUI enforcer, whose dedication and efforts saved numerous lives. I'm proud to present you with the 2025 DUI Enforcer of the Year Award. Congratulations. Will Agent Bradley Taylor please come to the stage? The annual LPD Top Gun Automobile Theft Award is presented to the agent who, through their dedicated work, made a significant impact in addressing auto theft in the city of Lakewood. An agent is awarded 1 point, otherwise known as a lightning bolt, for each physical arrest of an auto theft suspect. The recipient of the Top Gun Award for 2025 is Agent Bradley Taylor with 5 arrests. His name will be added to our Top Gun Lightning Bolt plaque. Auto theft crosses many lines and often involves other crimes, many of which involve firearms and crimes of violence. Agent Taylor, you have demonstrated an understanding of the impact of having your vehicle stolen, and you are passionate about holding auto thefts accountable for their actions. Community members and department personnel appreciate your hard work and dedication. And on behalf of all stakeholders, thank you for your service and professionalism. We are proud to present you with the 2025 Top Gun Auto Theft Award. Terry Kahan, will you please join me on stage? The next award presented will be a citizen commendation. The Citizen Commendation is awarded to a private citizen for significant assistance rendered to the police department in achieving its mission. This award may also be given for a notable effort which results in the saving of a life in which no personal risk was involved. While working on the West Colfax Transportation Safety Project last summer, you were focused on your routine duties as a construction inspector. Little did you know that your presence on the corridor that morning would place you exactly where you needed to be to change the course of a stranger's life. The workday took a sudden and urgent turn when a woman ran towards you in a state of sheer panic. The woman was not looking for construction updates or directions. She was desperately searching for Narcan to help a companion who was suffering from an opioid overdose. Upon finding the victim in a critical state, you acted without hesitation. Though you had never administered the medication before, you stayed composed under immense pressure and successfully delivered the life-saving dose just as the man's condition was becoming dire. The impact was nearly instantaneous as the man began to recover his color and breathe again within seconds. The gravity of your actions was truly realized the following day when the same woman approached you again to tell you simply, you saved his life. You have remained incredibly humble about your actions, focusing instead on the message that anyone can save a life if they have the right tools and the courage to act. In recognition of your compassion, quick thinking, and profound contribution to the safety of our community, it is my honor to present you with the Lakewood Police Department Citizen Commendation. On behalf of the entire department, thank you. Thank you very much.
All righty. Please welcome Matthew Yakubanis to the stage, please. So for this incident, we'll be awarding the Citizen Citation for Distinguished Service. This is awarded to a private citizen for an act which involves uncommon risk to the citizen when providing assistance to the police department, or for an act which results in the saving of a life or attempted saving of a life in which extraordinary efforts were used and uncommon risk to the citizen was involved. On the afternoon of December 15th, 2025, it was a routine day at a local dentist's office, was shattered by a sudden and violent unprovoked assault. A young staff member found herself in a life-threatening struggle against a dangerous assailant, leaving the entire office in a state of shock and terror. As the brutal attack escalated, you, Matthew, working as a dental hygienist, refused to stand by as a witness. Without a moment's hesitation, you sprang into action, putting yourself in direct harm's way to pull the attacker off the victim and end the assault. The struggle was intense as the suspect turned his violence towards you and another assisting citizen, striking you and arming himself with objects from around the office. Despite the chaos and physical danger present, you refused to back down, demonstrating incredible resolve in the face of a violent offender. Though you sustained injuries during the confrontation, you continued to fight through the pain to protect those around you. Your strength and determination allowed you to eventually pin the suspect to the ground and successfully subdue him. You maintained control of the scene and held the assailant until the Lakewood police agents arrived and were able to take him into custody. If not for your quick action, thinking, and selfless courage, the victim could have suffered far more injuries or even fatal injuries. It is my honor to award you with the Lakewood Police Department Citizen Citation for Distinguished Service in acknowledgement of your extraordinary bravery and your willingness to risk your own safety to a fellow citizen. Thank you, and congratulations.
The Chief Special Recognition Award is awarded in recognition of special support to the police department or its personnel. Kimmer Perkins, will you please come forward? It is with great respect and appreciation that I commend you for your outstanding executive leadership, service, compassion, and care you have displayed within our community as a vested stakeholder and incredible partner to the Lakewood Police Department for the past 20-plus years. Kimra serves as the general manager of the Colorado Mills Mall and Denver West Village, overseeing a massive regional hub that spans over 1.8 million square feet. She has transformed these properties into more than just shopping centers. They serve as community hubs where all are welcome. Since 2002, you have been a steadfast champion of the Mills Police Substation, the first facility of its kind in our city. Your ongoing commitment to this space has bridged the gap between law enforcement and the public, perfectly embodying the Lakewood Police Department's community-oriented policing philosophy. This year, your forward-thinking leadership was instrumental in expanding our drone as first responder program with a new docking station atop the mall. By integrating advanced CCTV and flock systems into our real-time crime center, you have helped to provide a state-of-the-art safety net that benefits the entirety of the city of Lakewood. While you often say you are working on good, the Lakewood Police Department knows that you are truly working on great. We are proud to recognize you today for your intelligence, your compassion, and your unwavering dedication to making a difference for every guest and neighbor in our community. In recognition of your outstanding service, I am honored to present you with the Lakewood Police Department Chief's Special Recognition Award. Your initiative and compassion have had a lasting impact on our department, the Lakewood community as a whole, and reflect the highest standards of public service. Kimra, thank you and congratulations.
The Chief's Commendation is awarded to an employee who maintains their composure when confronted with a highly volatile situation and continues to perform well in accordance with acceptable standards of conduct. For an act giving evidence of selfless conduct by an employee during a time of crisis or emergency, or for a notable performance during an event or situation in which the employee demonstrates commitment and professionalism. It may also be awarded at the discretion of the Chief of Police based upon a recommendation from any source. There are several deserving of this award, so will the following please come to the stage? Sergeant Shay Sharp, Detective Greg Strandberg, Agent Ben Brodika, Agent Karen Aguilar, Agent Brenna Conway, Agent Gabriella Geiselhart, and Agent Catherine Roberts. It's with great pride that I formally recognize your outstanding performance and exceptional response to a multi-car crash on December 6th of 2025 at the intersection of Kipling and West 6th Avenue Frontage Road. Responding to a flood of reports of a collision involving a Mesa County school activity bus and a speeding driver, agents quickly realized this was a serious incident given the sheer number of reporting parties, and they responded rapidly. Once on scene, it became immediately apparent that a school bus was broadsided by a speeding SUV, and numerous teenagers were badly injured after being ejected from the bus. Agents Aguilar and Conway attended to the injured victims, checking for vitals and keeping them calm in the crucial minutes prior to medics arriving on scene. Agents Roberts and Geiselhart assisted with the injured driver of the at-fault vehicle, later securing vital evidence both on scene and later at the hospital. Sergeant Sharp arrived, immediately established a command post, assigned a scribe, and communicated with our PIO and Mesa County schools who were impacted by this tragic event. Agents from multiple watches contributed by interviewing numerous victims and witnesses, fully capturing information that would be relayed to traffic investigators Bravdika and Strandberg. In the weeks following the crash, countless follow-ups were completed by these detectives, ultimately compiling and interpreting 635 pieces of digital evidence. The recognition of the severity of the event, calmness under pressure, and urgency with which you all responded to and investigated the scene solidified felony charges against the at-fault driver. Your efforts clearly displayed our department's commitment to excellence in service. It's my honor to award to you the Lakewood Police Department Chief's commendation for your composure, sound judgment, and courageous actions during this tragic incident. Congratulations. Will Agents Anthony Salvi and Kyle Sherry please come to the stage? On December 9th, 2025, you were both off-duty and on vacation in Las Vegas. When your morning took an unexpected and dangerous turn. While near a busy intersection, you observed a lone Las Vegas Metro officer attempting to stop an erratic subject who suddenly ran into the middle of very heavy traffic. The situation quickly escalated as the subject became combative, wrestling with the officer in the path of oncoming traffic. Recognizing that a fellow officer was in distress and in a vulnerable position, you ignored the safety risks and ran toward the struggle. You verbally identified yourself as off-duty officers from Colorado and immediately joined the effort. Your selfless decision to intervene in an unfamiliar jurisdiction demonstrates that the commitment to protect and serve knows no geographic boundaries. Agent Salvi, while you used your physical presence to stop traffic and protect the scene, Agent Sherry moved in to gain control of the suspect's arms. Together, you both, along with the Las Vegas officer, managed to subdue the combative individual using 2 sets of handcuffs, ensuring the safety of the suspect, the public, and the primary officer. The suspect was later identified as a fugitive from parole, was charged with felony assault of a peace officer for his actions during the struggle. Without the intervention of you both, the local officer could have faced much more severe injuries at the hands of a dangerous offender. You both represented the Lakewood Police Department with the highest degree of professionalism and courage, earning the deep respect of our peers in Las Vegas. For your vigilant observations, your heroic actions while off-duty, it's my honor to award both of you the Lakewood Police Department Chief's Commendation. Congratulations.
Will investigative technician Kim Orcutt please come to the stage? Thank you. As an investigative technician in the Special Investigations Unit, you are the steady hand that keeps one of our department's most complex divisions running smoothly. Your dependability and positive attitude ensure that even during times of significant change, which you've seen a lot of, the administrative mission of SIU never falters. Beyond your technical duties, you are the cornerstone of the Lakewood Police Employee Assistance Foundation. Through your meticulous record keeping and your leadership in organizing the annual golf tournament fundraiser, you ensure that no member of our department family has to face crisis alone. You serve as a vital link between the Lakewood Police Department and our retired members. You understand that the bond of service doesn't end at retirement, and you work tirelessly to ensure that our alumni remain a valued part of our agency's daily life. Most recently, you orchestrated a deeply moving open house for a retired sergeant, bringing together guests who had been retired for decades to show their support. This event was a powerful reminder of the community you helped build, providing the sergeant's family with a lasting memory of the department's high regard. You're often described as the person who keeps the wheels turning, but more importantly, you represent the heart that makes Lakewood such a special place to work. It is my honor to award you the Lakewood Police Department Chief's Commendation for your unwavering commitment to the well-being of our entire agency. Congratulations. Will Victim Advocate Supervisor Aubrey Banning please come to the stage? Hi. Aubrey, you lead the Victim Assistance Unit with a rare combination of steady dependability and deep-seated compassion. Over the past year, you have distinguished yourself as a leader who remains fully invested in the professional success and personal resilience of every member of your team. In the wake of the tragedy of Evergreen High School in September 2025, you coordinated an essential response, ensuring your advocates were present to support returning teachers and students, even on a Sunday. Your leadership during the critical incident earned the heartfelt gratitude of our partners at the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office and provided a bridge of healing for a community in pain. The success of your focus on mental health was best described by your own staff, who reported feeling a profound sense of calm, gratitude, and joy after the bonding efforts you spearheaded. You understood that for our advocates to care for the community effectively, they must first feel supported and renewed within their own department family. Your devotion to your people was most visible during a devastating health crisis and a loss within our LPD family this past year. You went above and beyond to provide emotional and administrative support for an employee in their darkest hour, advocating for their needs and standing by the entire team with unwavering strength. You embody the very best of the Lakewood Police Department, demonstrating that true leadership is rooted in caring for the incredible human beings who serve our city. It is my honor to award you with the Lakewood Police Department Chief's Commendation. Congratulations.
Will Pam Persh and Rhonda Romero please come to the front of the stage? The strength of the Lakewood Police Department begins with the quality of the individuals we hire, a mission that requires immense coordination behind the scenes. This team serves as the backbone of our recruitment efforts, ensuring that every applicant's journey is handled with the highest level of professionalism and care. Pam, you serve as the vital link between our department and HR, managing the complex logistics of testing days and oral boards. Your expert scheduling and meticulous handling of candidate logistics ensure that our hiring process reflects the elite standards that we maintain here at Lakewood. Rhonda, you provide the critical support needed to keep testing days and interviews moving efficiently, from logging results during the essential functions test to ensuring all paperwork is absolutely flawless. Your consistency and attention to detail keeps our recruitment pipeline on track. Together, you ensure total accountability and continuity as we vet the next generation of Lakewood agents. For your combined dedication to excellence in recruiting and hiring the best for our community, it is my honor to award you both the Lakewood Police Department's Chief's Commendation. Congratulations. Will Agents Chase Olson and Christopher Bacon please come to the stage? For this incident, we will be awarding a life-saving medal. The life-saving award is given to an employee whose efforts result in saving a life. On the evening of July 9th, 2025, the Lakewood Police Department responded to a report of a shooting on Quayle Street. Agent Chase Olson was the first to arrive on scene, finding a victim who had sustained a devastating close-contact gunshot wound to his upper thigh. Between the placement of the wound and the massive blood loss indicating a femoral artery had been severed, it was obvious that this injury was life-threatening. Moving with incredible speed, Agent Olson, you applied a tourniquet to the victim's leg within just 2 minutes of the shooting. This rapid response provided the initial defense against a catastrophic hemorrhage while you managed a chaotic and high-stress scene. Upon your arrival, Agent Bacon, you recognized that the arterial bleed was so significant that it required additional measures. You immediately applied a second tourniquet above the first, and together, you both successfully halted the life-threatening blood loss. It is my honor to present you with the Lakewood Police Department Life Saving Award, recognizing your courage, decisive action, and commitment to preserving life. Congratulations. Will Agent Ian McDowell please join me on stage? On the evening of August 9th, 2025, Lakewood police agents, including Agent McDowell, were dispatched to a residence on West Dakota Avenue following reports of a gunshot wound. Arriving first on scene, you found a victim who had collapsed outside his home, suffering from significant blood loss and rapidly losing consciousness. With the victim already faint and slipping away, you remained calm and professional despite the intensity of the scene. You quickly identified the source of the hemorrhage and moved with tactical precision to apply life-saving measures before further tragedy could occur. You utilized combat gauze to pack the wound and stem the heavy flow of blood. Your decisive actions during those first 2 minutes were the defining factor in stabilizing a victim who was otherwise minutes away from a fatal outcome. The thorough information you provided to West Metro Fire allowed them to move with even greater speed once they arrived. Your initial treatment was so effective that the victim was able to be rushed directly into emergency surgery where medical staff confirmed the severity of the injury. If not for the quick thinking and professional skill demonstrated by you that evening, a member of our community would not have survived. For your heroic commitment to the preservation of life and your exemplary service to our city, it is my honor to present you with a life-saving medal. Congratulations. Will Agent Aspen Moore please come forward? Agent Rohr, on the evening of November 16th, 2025, you responded to a high-priority medical call involving a woman who had collapsed and stopped breathing. Upon entering the home, you found the victim's boyfriend attempting to perform CPR under immense emotional distress. You immediately stepped in to take over, providing a calm and professional presence. For several minutes, you worked tirelessly to maintain the victim's circulation, keeping vital organs functioning through a high-stress medical event. Your training and composure were on full display as you ensured that the life-saving measures remained consistent and effective during a chaotic situation. When West Metro Fire arrived, your commitment to the victim did not waver. At the specific request of the medics, you re-engaged and continued chest compressions while they prepared their advanced equipment, ensuring there was no lapse in the victim's care during the transition. The victim was transported to St. Anthony's Hospital, where she was stabilized and treated by medical staff. A West Metro Fire medic later took the time to inform our department supervisors that your specific and persistent efforts were the primary reason the victim survived the night. Your quick reactions and intentional efforts turned a potential tragedy into a story of survival and hope for a Lakewood family. For your heroic commitment to the preservation of life and your exemplary performance under pressure, it is my honor to present you with the Life Saving Award. Congratulations. The next presentation will be for a life-saving medal and a citizen citation for meritorious service. The citizen citation for meritorious service is given to a citizen or volunteer for highly professional conduct, performance, or significant achievement in the support of the police department. Will Agents James Stillman, Derek Martinez, Joseph Glistawa, Jackson Milosevic, Michelle De Leon, Jacob Edelin, Peter Yazdani, and Park Ranger Matthew Bonanno please come to the stage? On February 11th, 2026, this team responded to a welfare check for a suicidal individual who had fled their residence. Utilizing a combination of area searches and emergency location pings, these agents and Park Ranger Bonanno worked in seamless coordination to track the individual through the community before a tragedy could occur. Agent Stillman, you successfully located the subject deep within the Bear Creek Greenbelt, where the individual fled into a creek and began actively self-harming with a straight razor. Facing hazardous terrain and an emotionally charged environment, the team quickly established containment and began the difficult process of de-escalation. As the situation grew increasingly dire, Agent Martinez crossed the creek and issued the critical commands that finally compelled the individual to drop the weapon. This courageous and decisive intervention prevented further self-harm and allowed the team to move in safely as the subject lost consciousness from significant blood loss. With the individual's life hanging in the balance, the team immediately began rendering medical aid, including the application of a tourniquet and direct pressure to multiple severe wounds. Your rapid assessment and treatment of life-threatening lacerations stabilized the victim during the vital minutes before paramedics could arrive. Park Ranger Bonanno, you provided indispensable support throughout this incident, utilizing your specialized knowledge of the park to guide responding units and to position your vehicle to mark the location. You further enhanced this team's effectiveness by supplying a large-scale medical kit with the essential supplies needed to treat the victim's injuries. The combined efforts of these veteran agents, then field training recruits, and our park ranger directly resulted in a life being saved that afternoon. Park Ranger Bonanno, we are proud to present you with a citizen citation for meritorious service. Agents Stillman, Martinez, Glistaba, Milosevic, De Leon, Edelin, and Yazdani, for your extraordinary professionalism, teamwork, and bravery under urgent circumstances, we are proud to present you all with the Life Saving Award. Congratulations.
All righty, can I welcome Agents Mason Fine and Jeremy Naro to the stage, please? Agents Pacheco and Falescu were unable to be here today, but they would also be accepting this award. On June 25th, 2025, the four of you were off-duty guests at the Ameristar Casino in Blackhawk. We'll let that breathe for a second. When you witnessed a fellow guest unexpectedly collapse, lose consciousness, and stop breathing in the middle of the casino floor. You immediately jumped into action to assess the unresponsive male. Upon finding no pulse, you transitioned instantly from guests to first responders, relying on your training to initiate a critical rescue effort. With Agent Fine taking a lead role to coordinate the scene, Agent Naro began performing CPR. You and your fellow off-duty agents worked as a seamless unit, rotating duties and maintaining your focus for over 3 minutes until Gilpin Fire and Rescue could arrive on the scene. The patient successfully regained a pulse and was stabilized for life flight. The heroism displayed by the agents has earned the profound gratitude of the victim's family and the respect of our peers in Blackhawk. It is my honor to present you both with the Lakewood Police Department Life Saving Award. Congratulations. All right, I'd like to welcome Agent Kate Roberts to the stage, please. Agent Roberts, on January 4th, 2026, you were the first to arrive on scene of a medical emergency involving a resident who had collapsed and become unresponsive. You found him in a garden bed and immediately performed a rapid assessment, confirming he had no pulse and was not breathing. You moved the resident to solid ground and instantly began CPR. Your quick transition from assessment to action provided the essential first link in the chain of survival for a victim in sudden cardiac arrest. While maintaining consistent compressions, you managed the scene by airing vital information over the radio and directing the victim's wife to the street to guide the incoming paramedics. Your ability to lead under pressure ensured that West Metro Fire could navigate directly to the victim's side without a single moment of delay. Even after medical crews arrived, you remained fully engaged in the life-saving effort, continued chest compressions at the request of medics while they prepared their advanced equipment. You further assisted by providing manual breaths with a bag valve mask, ensuring the victim received continuous care throughout the 15-minute struggle to regain pulse. Medical staff later confirmed that your early intervention and high-quality CPR were the direct reasons the victim survived the event and avoided permanent brain damage. Your dedication to excellence in training and execution allowed a husband to return home to his family with a full recovery in sight. Therefore, it is my honor to present you with the Life Saving Award. Congratulations.
Will Agent Derek Martinez please come forward? Agent Martinez, on the afternoon of December 22nd, 2025, you were dispatched to a chaotic scene in a crowded Kohl's parking lot following a report of a vehicle striking a pedestrian. You arrived to find a victim on the ground, surrounded by bystanders and suffering from a catastrophic injury to his leg. Without a moment's hesitation, you retrieved your trauma kit and applied a tourniquet to the victim's left leg to stem the massive hemorrhage. Your rapid assessment and technical proficiency allowed you to control the bleeding before the victim could succumb to his injuries. Medical staff at St. Anthony's Hospital later confirmed the victim sustained a likely femoral artery laceration, an injury that is frequently unsurvivable without immediate intervention. The attending doctor noted that your timely and appropriate application of the tourniquet was the definitive factor in the victim's survival. For your heroic actions that directly preserved a life, we are proud to present you with the Life Saving Award. Congratulations.
For this incident, we'll be awarding the life-saving medal and 2 chief commendations. Will Agents Peter Yazdani, Armando Rodriguez, and Jorge Torres please come to the stage? On the evening of October 24th, 2025, agents respond to a call on South Sims Street involving a domestic stabbing and a severe mental health crisis. Agent Torres, Rodriguez, and Yazdani were among the first to arrive, with agents Torres and Rodriguez immediately forming a contact team to search a dark, densely wooded yard for a subject reported to be armed and critically injured. The team located the subject at the rear of the residence, finding him suffering from life-threatening self-inflicted wounds to his neck, but still armed and combative. Despite his injuries, the subject ignored all verbal commands and began advancing towards agents in a purposeful and threatening manner. While Agent Torres was lethal cover, Agent Rodriguez, you utilized your taser to safely subdue the subject, preventing a lethal encounter and allowing the team to move in. Recognizing that the subject was seconds away from bleeding out, Agent Yazdani immediately began packing the deep neck wound with gauze to stem the arterial flow. Your rapid assessment and precise medical care stabilized the subject long enough for West Metro Fire to arrive and transport him for emergency surgery. Agents Torres and Rodriguez, your exceptional composure and tactical teamwork in resolving this dangerous confrontation. We are proud to present you both with the Chief's Commendation. Agent Yazdani, for your heroic actions that directly preserved the life under the most volatile of circumstances, we are honored to present you with the Life-Saving Award. Congratulations. Next, we'll be awarding the Police Service Award. Will Agent John Hittenreiter please come to the stage? Since joining the West Metro SWAT Crisis Negotiation Team in 2015, you have been a student of communication in the highest stakes environment. Using that knowledge, you quickly recognized a significant gap in tactical training. While bullhorns were used in nearly every barricade situation, there was no formal instruction available on how to use them effectively. Driven by personal initiative, you spent years developing the Loud Hail Bullhorn Instruction and Verbal Strategies seminar to bridge this gap. He revolutionized the tactical approach, moving away from abrupt, authoritative commands into an empathetic delivery style that uses technology to build rapport where none existed. Your program introduced groundbreaking concepts like linking and rounds of communication, which allows negotiators to maintain engagement as an incident evolves. By incorporating active listening techniques into what is often a one-sided conversation, your methods have created new pathways for peaceful resolution in our community. What began as an internal session for a few teammates soon gained regional acclaim at the Rocky Mountain Hostage Negotiators Association Conference. This marked the first time a Lakewood negotiator presented at such a prestigious level, confirming that your strategies were a vital missing link for agencies across the country. As a crisis negotiation team leader, you ensured these strategies became a permanent part of our department's DNA, formally incorporating them into the West Metro SWAT policy in 2023. You continue to refine the program, recently partnering with our media production unit to create a state-of-the-art instructional videos that maintain Lakewood's edge in professional training. Your expertise is now sought after across the United States with recent presentations at national conferences in Arizona, Indiana, and California. Your Loud Hail seminar has become a staple of the National Tactical Officers Association, representing the very best of Lakewood's commitment to innovation and excellence. Through ingenuity and sustained dedication, you have elevated the reputation of the Lakewood Police Department to a national stage. For your extraordinary service to the law enforcement community and your commitment to the peaceful resolution of critical incidents, we are proud to present you with the Police Service Award. Congratulations.
Will Detective Chad Lucero, Colorado Bureau of Investigations Agent Shelby Beck, and retired DEA Task Force Officer Ray Padilla please come forward? For this case, we'll be rewarding a Police Service Award and the Chief's Special Recognition Award. The Chief's Special Recognition Award may be awarded to a person or entity from within or without the city organization in recognition of special support to the police department or its personnel. Today, you are all being honored for your pivotal role in dismantling the Salazar Amaya drug trafficking organization, a major criminal enterprise with direct ties to the Sinaloa cartel. This complex case began when CBI agent Shelby Beck identified a local dealer sourcing counterfeit pills that prompted a powerful partnership between the DEA's financial investigations team and our local task forces. Together, Detective Lucero, Agent Beck, and TFO Padilla combined their regional experience to infiltrate the organization and map its inner workings. To dismantle this entrenched group, you utilized a sophisticated array of investigative tools, including covert surveillance, cell site simulators, and complex wiretaps. Your technical proficiency allowed the team to map out a criminal network that had previously operated within the shadows of our city. The operation revealed a deeply organized cell sourced directly by the Sinaloa cartel for large-scale distribution throughout the Front Range. Your work was instrumental in exposing how this organization exploited local infrastructure to move massive quantities of illicit narcotics into our neighborhoods. On April 29, 2025, months of meticulous work culminated in a massive multi-agency enforcement operation. Under the strategic guidance of investigators like yourselves, law enforcement executed high-risk warrants that successfully neutralized the cell's leadership and brought several dangerous individuals into custody. The results of the operation were staggering, including the seizure of 41 pounds of fentanyl pills and significant amounts of methamphetamine and bulk currency. To date, this ongoing investigation has successfully removed over 800,000 counterfeit pills from the reach of the public. Your personal initiative and dedication to the mission represent the highest ideals of the Lakewood Police Department. For your exceptional service in dismantling a major criminal enterprise and your unwavering commitment to the safety of our citizens, we are honored to present you, Detective Lucero, with the Police Service Award. Agent Beck and TFO Padilla, it is our honor to present you with the Chief's Special Recognition Award. Congratulations.
Will Sergeants T.J. Jacobson, Sergeant Chris Ho, Sergeant Travis Lafitte, and recently promoted Sergeant Chris Vasky please join me on stage? The four of you recognize that the future of public safety required a revolutionary approach to a situational awareness. Together, you spearheaded the ambitious creation of the Lakewood Police Department's Drone as a First Responder program and our Real-Time Crime Center, fundamentally transforming how we protect our community. Building a program of this scale meant navigating a labyrinth of complex FAA regulations and creating data matrix from scratch to prove its operational value. Through sheer persistence and technical ingenuity, your team secured the necessary infrastructure and city approvals to turn their innovative vision into a reality. From drafting specialized job classifications to developing industry-leading training protocols, your team meticulously built every layer of the DFR infrastructure. Your efforts resulted in Lakewood receiving a rare and critical FAA waiver, positioning our department as a trailblazer and model for agencies nationwide. In September of 2025, Lakewood made history by launching the first DFR program of its kind in Colorado and the entire mountain region. Because of your strategic planning, our department is now one of the few in the country authorized to operate at the cutting edge of drone flight standards, providing a safer environment for both residents and agents. Since its launch, the RTCC has provided our agents with unprecedented real-time awareness, directly aiding in the capture of violent suspects and enhancing transparency through high-definition documentation. This technology has already proven its worth by improving response times and providing a comprehensive perspective on critical incidents that were never possible before. Now recognized as a national gold standard, this program is visited by law enforcement executives from across the country, eager to replicate your team's extraordinary success. For your visionary leadership, your innovation, and your commitment to advancing the mission of the Lakewood Police Department, we are so proud to present you with the Police Service Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Commander. Appreciate you.
We will now be presenting the Medal of Distinguished Service. Will Agents Joshua Guerra, Ashley Harmon, and Nathan Roller please come forward? The Medal of Distinguished Service is presented to any employee of the department while acting under the color of authority who demonstrates bravery, courage, and/or self-sacrifice for others, which may involve significant risk to the employee. On March 28, 2025, you responded to a volatile hostage situation where a suspect was threatening to burn down his grandparents' home. The suspect claimed to be heavily armed and expressed a desperate desire to end his life through a confrontation with law enforcement. After successfully extracting the grandfather from the home, you realized the grandmother remained inside. Agent Guerra, as the suspect lunged toward her with a knife raised to her back, you were able to pull her to safety while the rest of the team coordinated her protection and exit. Despite the suspect's repeated demands to be shot and his refusal to drop his weapons, you all maintained incredible professional restraint. You utilized tactical positioning and disciplined communication to protect the lives of everyone involved, even as the suspect's behavior became increasingly violent and unpredictable. The danger reached a breaking point when the suspect threw a knife directly at the team, narrowly missing the agents' heads by mere inches. You remained undeterred, continuing to rely on your training and teamwork to resolve the threat without resorting to lethal force. Through the coordinated use of less lethal tools, your team was able to incapacitate the combative suspect. Your synchronized efforts allowed you to take a violent offender into custody safely, ensuring he received the help he needed rather than the tragic outcome he sought. For your bravery, self-sacrifice, and the highest level of professionalism in a life-threatening environment, it is my honor to present you all with the Medal of Distinguished Service. Congratulations.
Will Agent Nicholas Diversa please come to the stage? On May 17, 2025, you responded to a report of a shoplifting suspect armed with bolt cutters. With the assistance of a drone, you located the individual walking down Colfax near Wadsworth with heavy traffic around the area. When the suspect refused to comply with orders and began swinging the heavy bolt cutters, you initially attempted to use your taser to resolve the confrontation. However, the suspect's erratic movements rendered the attempt ineffective. With your back to a busy thoroughfare and no avenue for escape, you bravely placed yourself in harm's way to ensure the armed suspect could not flee and potentially harm nearby citizens. Even as the situation devolved into a direct assault, you remained focused on your responsibility to the community. When the suspect charged you with a raised weapon, you were left with no choice but to discharge your firearm to stop the threat. The suspect immediately ceased his assaultive behavior, and you displayed remarkable composure by calmly broadcasting the shots fired status over the radio. Throughout the entire engagement, you provided clear, critical updates to responding units, ensuring that arriving agents had the information necessary to assist safely. Your calm demeanor during the aftermath allowed for a coordinated transition where backup units were able to render aid and take the suspect into custody without further incident. Agent Diversa, you acted with profound bravery and self-sacrifice, placing your own life at significant risk to protect the public from a dangerous armed offender. It is my honor to present you with the Medal of Distinguished Service. Congratulations.
We'll now be presenting the Lakewood Police Department's Hall of Fame Award. Will Division Chief Mike Maestas please come to the front? The Hall of Fame Award recognizes individuals whose lifetime of service, integrity, and accomplishments have left a lasting positive impact on the police department, the profession of law enforcement, and the community. This award honors a career-long body of work that advances excellence, leadership, trust, innovation, and public safety. This is a bittersweet moment here, yet a privilege to honor you today. Where does one start when trying to describe a 29-year career in law enforcement? Your buddies have many stories about you, and you have many stories about us. What we have in common is, though, we spent more than half our lives working together. And many of those shifts were every hour together, too. You've handled many calls and ridden this crazy roller coaster we call a police career. From undercover operations, chasing down and arresting violent homicide suspects, and moving up the ranks, you've seen a lot. Although there are many situations that caused much laughter and sometimes pure fear. We'll save those stories for the campfire. At this point, I'm honored to provide a day in the life of your career, which is captured in this following letter. In 1995, you graduated from the University of Colorado, Northern Colorado, and earned a bachelor's degree in sociology with an emphasis in criminal justice and a minor in Spanish, laying the foundation for your career in law enforcement. You then joined the Lakewood Police Department on June 16, 1997, and quickly earned a reputation as a capable and dependable agent, consistently delivering strong performance while demonstrating emerging leadership. These qualities led to your first and formal leadership role as a field training agent, where you guided new recruits through their transition to patrol. You then joined the Neighborhood Action Team and were instrumental in developing the Crime-Free Housing Program, which reduced crime in the retail properties through partnerships with landlords and property managers. You later transferred to the Special Enforcement Investigations Unit as a detective investigating cases involving homicide, fugitive apprehension, prostitution, gambling, liquor violations, as well as complex organized criminal activity, including corruption, labor racketeering, extortion, bribery, and loan sharking. While assigned to this team, you played a pivotal role in 2004 when your 6-person unit made more than 900 arrests, including over 600 felonies, many involving violent career criminals, which in essence averaged approximately 4 arrests per shift. Promoted to sergeant in 2007, you were assigned to the patrol's night watch, where you mentored and developed less experienced agents. In 2010, you were selected as the training sergeant, overseeing the final Lakewood-only police academy and playing a central role in establishing the Jefferson County Lakewood Combined Regional Academy. You led its implementation and supervised the first class, earning the Lakewood Police Service Medal. In 2013, you were selected to the West Metro Drug Task Force, where your efforts led to the seizure of significant quantities of illegal drugs, currency, and property. And during this assignment, you redirected enforcement efforts away from lower-level street drug investigations and toward the identification, disruption, and dismantling of major drug trafficking organizations. You also showed strong fiscal awareness by identifying efficient, cost-effective methods to support complex undercover operations, and the breadth of this experience helped prepare you for your promotion to commander in 2017. In that role, you served in patrol, special teams, and the professional standards section, leaving a lasting impact in each assignment. While in special teams, you had the distinct honor of commanding the West Metro SWAT team in 2021, a testament to both your tactical expertise and the trust placed in your leadership. You later transitioned to professional standards, overseeing internal affairs, accreditation, budgeting, training, and recruiting. In this role, you strengthened accountability and helped shape the organization's future. Your dedication to professional growth is reflected in your completion of several nationally recognized programs, including the International Association of Chiefs of Police Leadership in Police Organization Programs, the University of Denver Daniels College Business Executive Education Public Safety Leadership Developing Program, and the Northwestern University Center for Public Safety School of Police Staff and Command. On December 27, 2021, while serving as patrol commander, your decisive leadership was evident during a violent rampage in Lakewood's Belmar district. A gunman killed 5 individuals and seriously wounded 2 others within an hour, set a vehicle on fire, terrorized civilians, and engaged gunfire with responding officers, during which an agent was seriously injured before the suspect was stopped. As the on-scene commander, you directed complex multi-agency response, coordinated personnel across multiple active crime scenes, while overseeing critical operations, including perimeter control, witness interviews, evidence preservation, aerial surveillance, traffic management, and the evacuation of occupied businesses. Throughout the incident, you maintained a composure, ensuring both operational effectiveness and compassionate care for those affected. For your actions, you were awarded the Chief's Commendation. In 2023, you were promoted to Division Chief, the position from which you now retire. During this time, you served both the support services and patrol divisions. As Patrol Division Chief, you played a key role in developing the Real-Time Crime Center and Drone First Responder Program, supporting a team of 3 supervisors and 1 agent in bringing these initiatives to completion through your guidance and perspective and persistence. Your concern for safety and well-being of patrol personnel was evident in your efforts to ensure they were equipped with the tools necessary to perform their duties effectively. This including advancing less lethal options in patrol vehicles to support de-escalation efforts and enhance safety for both officers and the community. Over the course of your career, you have shown a steadfast dedication to the profession, the department, and the community you served. Your influence is reflected not only in your accomplishments, but also in the many individuals you mentored along the way. You leave behind a standard of excellence that will continue to shape the organization for years to come. As you conclude your service, you do so with the respect and appreciation of your peers in the community, along with a legacy defined by integrity, service, and leadership. It's my distinct honor to induct you into the Lakewood Police Hall of Fame. We wish you continued success, fulfillment, and a well-deserved enjoyment in your retirement. Congrats.
This year, Kendra Mahan will be recognized with the Civilian of the Year Award. Kendra, will you please join me on stage? It is with great pride and sincere appreciation that I recognize you as the Lakewood Police Department's 2025 Civilian Employee of the Year. In 2025, you became a true force multiplier for the Patrol Division, approaching every task with a motivated and approachable professionalism. You're widely recognized by our department as a leader and a dedicated problem solver who consistently invests in positive change for your colleagues. You took the lead on our new vehicle design committee, managing the complex logistics of ordering equipment and finalizing designs that will shape our fleet for years to come. From coordinating new rifle mounts to securing much-needed ballistic helmets for the entire division, you've ensured our personnel have the best possible tools to face daily hazards. Behind the scenes, you have revolutionized how we track our most vital resources by launching a comprehensive asset tracking system for radios and ID tools. You also collaborated with the recruiting and training section to streamline our staffing software, creating a single transparent platform that ensures accountability for all personnel assignments. Recognizing that our physical environment directly impacts our efficiency, you independently relocated our mail systems and reorganized our equipment rooms to improve daily workflow. Your foresight even protected our overstock inventory from potential loss by developing smarter storage solutions and clearing hallway space for future department awards. Never content with the status quo, you took the personal initiative to cross-train for your role as Patrol Support Coordinator, mastering complex duties well before you officially stepped into the position. Your ability to foresee the future needs of the division allows you to address logistical challenges before they ever become problems. You're a dedicated partner whose relentless effort and infectious positive attitude keep our department moving forward. On behalf of the Lakewood Police Department, it's my honor to present you with the Civilian Employee of the Year Award in recognition of your outstanding performance, dedication, and invaluable contributions to our mission. Congratulations.
This year, Detective Garrett Boyd will be recognized with the Detective of the Year Award. Detective Boyd, please join us on stage. It is with great pride and sincere appreciation that I recognize you as the Lakewood Police Department's 2025 Detective of the Year. Your peers say you are defined by a level of tenacity that breathes life into the most difficult cases. Whether you are revisiting a tragic infant death investigation to secure long-awaited charges or assisting colleagues with high-stakes search warrants, your refusal to settle for anything less than the truth has earned the deepest respect of your peers and the district attorney's office. In May 2025, you faced one of the most sensitive and high-profile investigations in our department's recent history. It involved predatory behavior by a high school psychologist. Recognizing the immediate danger to students, you worked through the entire weekend without hesitation to preserve evidence and prevent any further victimization. The scale of the investigation was staggering, involving more than 100 student interviews and coordination across 2 separate high schools. You managed this expansive and complex workload with incredible precision, ensuring that every detail was documented and every lead was exhaustively pursued. Just 4 days after the initial tip was received, your meticulous work resulted in a successful arrest and the removal of a predator from a position of trust. Throughout the process, you maintained a victim-centered approach, treating every student with the compassion and dignity necessary to foster trust during an extraordinarily difficult time. The exhaustive documentation and coordination you provided led to a successful conviction in January 2026. Your work did more than just secure a prison sentence. It restored the confidence of our local high school communities and proved that the safety of our children remains our highest priority. You are described as a consummate team player who consistently steps in to support your fellow detectives regardless of your own demanding caseload. For your extraordinary investigative skill, your profound empathy for victims, and your unwavering commitment to our mission, it is my distinct honor to present you with the Detective of the Year Award. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. This year, recently promoted Sergeant Chris Vasky will be recognized with the Agent of the Year Award. Sergeant Vasky, please join me on stage. It is with great pride and appreciation that I recognize you as the Lakewood Police Department's 2025 Agent of the Year. You are recognized today for a year defined by visionary leadership, relentless initiative, and groundbreaking innovation. Your contributions have not only advanced our department's mission, but have fundamentally improved officer safety and response efficiency across every neighborhood in Lakewood. Leveraging your extensive background in military and civilian aviation, you have served as the indispensable technical architect of our Drone as a First Responder program. You personally navigated the complex FAA regulatory landscape, authoring the critical waivers and authorizations that allowed our department's aerial vision to finally take flight. Beyond the paperwork, you have made significant personal sacrifices, completely upending your own schedule to serve as the DFR program's primary staffing resource during its critical launch. Thank you to you, and thank you, more importantly, to your family. You authored the entire training curriculum and standard operating procedures from scratch, creating the professional blueprint for the program's operational success. In the program's first 12 weeks, you utilized the drone technology to clear 40% of calls without needing a ground response from agents, doubling all of our initial projections and expectations. From guiding apprehensions at armed robberies to locating suspects hiding in the dark, your aerial intelligence has become a vital lifeline for our agents on the street. Your influence extends far beyond your own pilot seat, though. As our lead instructor, you have trained over a dozen new pilots and instructors this year alone. You further elevated Lakewood's reputation on the national stage at the IACP conference, where you showcased our program as a premier model for law enforcement agencies across the country. Even while revolutionizing our technology, you remain a top-tier patrol asset, serving as a respected field trainer and acting sergeant, with a reputation for exceptional investigative work. For your relentless dedication to innovation and your exemplary service to the Lakewood community, it is my distinct honor to name you as our 2025 Agent of the Year. Congratulations, Sergeant Baskey. And with that, I would now like to welcome back Chief Smith to the podium.
Thank you, Chris. Today's recognitions, awards, are just an example of the selfless actions performed by the Lakewood PD employees and the members of our community on a daily basis. They accomplish something we should all strive for, that is to make the lives of others better, to serve. For that, I ask you to give our recipients one final round of applause. And I'm from another side of the country. I'm sure you can tell, I am humbled and so appreciative of being a member of this team. To be in law enforcement today, you're cut from 1% of the population because of the restrictions and demands made by the public. And of this, your particular team here in Lakewood shaves that to 26% of 1% because of the requirement, their education requirement. And as you can see by these awards and by the efforts of these individuals, it's a good investment. So with that, I just want to tell you how appreciative I am and how appreciative we all should be, and humbled. You're really seeing something special. This is a really elite police force, and they provide an elite service. And so does our professional staff that's around them every day. So with that, I'm going to conclude this ceremony, and thank you all for coming. Be safe, and make sure you take care of both yourselves and others. Thank you.